first some background as to how we got to this comment, and then we'll show you the rest of the comment. There was a woman who was denied a Little Caesars pizza because she was 60 cents shy. She had $7. She was missing 60 cents. And the person at the counter told her, we can't sell you the pizza because you don't have all the money. So she started to record, and she began to berate the person behind the counter because the person behind the counter didn't help her out for 60 cents. I did a video about that, and I said, listen, it sucks that you're in that position, and in some instances, I can understand people reaching into their own pocket and helping you out. There are government programs for that, first and foremost, but I also said that maybe that wasn't the best choice of food option for you. Now, granted, not just with the $7, because she said that in another video, she was down on her luck and somebody sent her $20, and she went to McDonald's and got her and her child some food, and she had $2 left. And I said, well, that $18, you could have gone to Dollar General, you could have gone to Walmart, you could have gone to a grocery store, maybe gotten some canned goods, some boxed goods, bag of rice, and you could have cobbled together a couple of meals. This person left the following comment. I blame the corporate mindset we all have. Companies have made us not care about other humans. There is no compassion in this world, especially in this country. And then here's where I need to see the rest of it here. Here's where she says, groceries are just as expensive and just as not healthy as fast food, so don't pull that. And while I agree with you that groceries are incredibly expensive these days, how can you possibly say that it is healthier to eat fast food than it is to go to the grocery store and buy goods to go home and make your own meals? And listen, once again, I think anybody should do whatever they need to do to put food in their stomach today. And if that means she's got to go to McDonald's to get food, then she's got to go to McDonald's to get food. And I want as many robust government programs as humanly possible to help her and her child get food. But that $20 could have bought her a bag of potatoes, some canned goods, maybe some rice, and she could have cobbled together a couple of meals. That would be more healthy than going to McDonald's and dropping $18 on whatever it is McDonald's has to offer. And you can blame the corporate mindset. I'm not going to necessarily disagree with you there. But you also have to take into consideration that the person working behind the counter at the Little Caesars, they need to pay the bills too. They need to put a roof over their head too. And if there's a rule against doing that, that person could lose their job. If that person's the one that has to reach into their pocket for the 60 cents when somebody is shy 60 cents, then they're missing out on their money. Tom, it's only 60 cents. Okay, you're only talking about one time. It's been over 30 years since I was a cashier at a McDonald's. But when I was a cashier at a McDonald's, I was asked to do that all the time, 10 times a week. What if 3 people a day are missing a few cents on their meal? And you cobble that together over the course of the day, you cobble that together over the course of the week, you cobble that together over the course of the month, and all of a sudden you're talking about $30-40. 30 or $40 could be the difference between paying a bill and eating for that person working behind the cash register. I don't agree with you on the groceries are just as unhealthy as the fast food is. And I understand the corporate mindset, but at the end of the day, doesn't that person need to keep their job? And isn't that person there to make a living and put food over their a roof over their head and food on their table as well? I'm sorry, I just disagree with your take.